and welcome to another video from the Aspiring Medics. I'm Arisma, a second year medical student at King's College London, and today I'm going to be taking you through my top 6 tips for online interviews. Now, first things first, make sure that your IT setup and software is good, and make sure you do this well in advance before your interviews. So the program used will vary between each university, but most of them will be using Zoom or Microsoft Teams, so make sure to download those apps. Make sure that your microphone and camera are working, and it's always best to do the interview from a computer or a laptop with a webcam rather than a tablet or a phone. But don't worry, if a phone or tablet is your only option, there are lots of steps that you can take to reduce the issues this may cause. Make sure to place your phone somewhere stable so it's not moving as you hold it. Make sure you'll be doing your interview in a quiet place, very similar to exam conditions. It's also a good idea to use headphones, as it will produce clearer audio and minimize any unexpected background noise. Also, make sure to test your internet connection well in advance. You can do this using websites that do free internet speed tests, and if your internet speed is too slow, try to find another place with a better internet connection. Lastly, contact your university if you have any concerns about your technology, and they will be more than happy to help you. My second tip is to prepare your background. Make sure that you have a professional background, no mess in the back, no pictures in the back, and try to have it as clean and as plain as possible. Consider the use of virtual backgrounds if you're unable to find a background that works for you in your house. And when considering lighting, make sure that the light is either coming in front or from the top so that there's no unexpected dullness or shadows or glare. My third tip is Zoom etiquette. Despite being an online interview, it is important that you dress professionally and as you would in a real in-person interview. Make sure to wear smart casuals or formals and ensure that the interviewer can see you chest up. Tip number 4 is to not have any notes in front of you. Being an online interview, I know that it is tempting to have notes in front of you that you can refer to while talking to the interviewer, but the interviewers can easily see if you're reading off something in front of you or even to your side, so it's best not to have any notes in front of you and try to prepare as much as you can before the interview. My fifth tip is to do your research about your particular university. Each university will provide guidance on how their interviews will be carried out and what to expect. Get used to how long you have to answer each question or each station and prepare your answers accordingly. Also, make sure you know whether you are required to move rooms within your call or whether the interviews will come to you. And my last tip is to be familiar with hot topics. The issues that COVID have presented to healthcare, like you having to do your interview virtually, are hot topics of discussion within medical practice currently. Be prepared to discuss how the pandemic has affected the delivery of healthcare to patients, but also teaching and education. Have an awareness as to what your medical school's plans are for transitioning to face-to-face teaching during the pandemic before your interview. The subject of virtual teaching presents many possible interview discussions which other students will have not faced in previous years, so be prepared for these. These could be linked to your personal strengths and weaknesses and discuss topics such as how you will manage your work-life balance during online teaching and how you will stay engaged during online lectures. They could also be focused on telemedicine and the remote delivery of healthcare and how these have both positive and negative impacts on patients in the future. So those were my top 6 tips for preparing for your online interviews. For more help, you can go to the Aspiring Medics website linked in the bio below, and we offer online interview tutoring as well as an online interview course that you can access to ace your interviews. Thank you.
Our one-to-one online interview tutoring offers a tailor-made service personalised to your specific universities and medicine interviews, including MMI, panel and Oxbridge. Our expert tutors will enable you to articulate yourself, practice mock interview questions, as well as receive extensive feedback on your performance. You will also gain access to our online interview course with over 150 tutorials and over 200 exemplar answers.